Hey, how y'all doing? This is Mixed Breed Podcast.
Yeah.
Season 1, Episode 4.
Quattro.
We are 4 episodes deep. I want to thank y'all again for subscribing, hitting that notification bell.
Like it.
Staying tuned every week. Today's topic, we're just going to get right into it.
Right into it, people.
We are talking about prenups. Basically, there's a lot of different opinions and aspects and perspectives on prenups.
Absolutely.
Should you sign them? Should you not sign them? We just gonna go ahead and
the devil's walking papers, as we call them.
we're gonna go ahead and get into it. But also, we have a guest joining us today in this podcast. She is
Very overspoken VJ. Her name is JC. JC, say hi.
Hello, everybody.
Or hello.
want to thank you for joining us today. You know, taking time out of your busy schedule.
Hola. All that there, you know.
Appreciate you again, taking time out of your busy schedule to give us your take on prenups.
Your feedback.
Finally, we been getting a lot of requests to get the female perspective on some of the topics, and so now we do have someone to, hopefully represent the female perspective on this particular topic.
Pretty much a female.
Right. So let's go ahead and start. So, Big Bash, what's your thoughts about prenups, my boy?
Well, prenups, aka
The devil's walking papers.
the devil's walking papers.
Right.
I believe that if you're gonna get a prenup, there should be an understanding before you sit down and prick your finger and sign your life away. No. Real talk. A prenup is there for, as I call it, only one simple situation.
Which is?
Business purposes. It's not there so that if you have a 1973 donk sitting on 8, so not if she has like a private collection of Malaysian 27-inch crimp curl weave, and it's not about that. A prenup is normally, as I understand it to be, which is normally factoid, is to protect the business of one individual so that if things happen to go sour, which they normally do, that the operating business will not be taken over and seized by the opposite party.
So
Ergo, the female. Okay, go ahead.
So what you're saying by the female? Wow.
Okay.
Some women can have prenups too. But before we get into that, JC, what's your take about prenups?
Yes.
I would prenup
Yeah, prenups.
as long as it's needed. But if you come into a relationship with nothing and I come into a relationship with nothing and we build everything together, then there should have been no prenup from the beginning.
Correct. So in other words, your Malaysian hair and his 1973 donk should not be included in that prenup.
No, anything you got before you joined in this marriage should not be included in the prenup.
I agree with you 1,000%.
Well, my take on a prenup is this. If I have stuff before we get married, you're signing a prenup.
Right.
If I have nothing and you have nothing,
Right.
and we build something together,
Correct.
we split it 50-50.
What are we splitting?
Right.
Everything that we've, earned together in the marriage. However, if she has something and I have nothing, I ain't signing shit. Yep. Just keep it
So,
real.
Go ahead.
if your wife built something,
No, if
on
she
her
has
own.
something. No, if she has something on her own, right?
right, if she built something on her own before you ever existed, before you came in and messed up her whole life,
Right.
Wow.
then she should have to give you some of that.
You're damn
But
right.
if you have something on your own, you shouldn't have to give her some of that.
She not entitled to a damn. You gonna sign this
That
prenup
don't even make
before
any
we
sense.
get no. She gonna sign the prenup before we get married. However, if my woman has something, but when I come to a relationship, we're doing it for love. I'm not signing shit.
So it's only for love if she got something.
Right.
Well, let me say this.
Okay. Wait, you disagree with my perspective?
I agree with the entire table right now because, and here's.
Oh, so you do agree with my perspective?
No, I disagree with the entire table. I'm talking
you disagree?
Correct. Flip the table, throw the napkin. I'm out of here. Listen. Here's how I see it. Okay. And for those who don't know what a prenuptial agreement is, a prenuptial agreement by the North American standards, not South American where they bury you in a ditch, an agreement made by a couple before they marry concerning the ownership of their respective assets should the marriage fail. Well, as we all know, in today's day and age, the reason why marriage fails is because she's the one that steps out of the relationship. Wow. So what has to happen I'm sorry? No, I think you were breaking up.
Go ahead.
No, can you say that one more time? Yeah, it was unimportant. Okay, so my thing is, Hello?
Come again, say what? Jess, are you there?
Free hammers for all?
I'm here.
Okay, there we go. All right. So, you gotta put another quarter on the phone. All right, so here's my thing. If the man has a substantial business, and he's going to marry whoever she is.
Right.
I think that it's not beneath him to say, hey, babe, I need for you to sign this prenup agreement because this company that I am part of, I do not want it to interrupt my other partner's flow.
Right.
Okay?
So let me ask you this then.
Yes.
If she has something
but
and you have nothing, well, let's say she has more than you. Not saying you don't have nothing.
Right.
But let's just say she has more than you. Okay, getting into the relationship. Do you feel that you should sign a prenup? If she asked you to?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to JC.
No.
You talking to me?
Big Bash. Yeah,
okay.
Big Bash. If she
right
has more than you do,
right,
and she comes to you and says, before we get married, I want you to sign this prenup.
Okay.
What would you do? What would you say? What's your response?
To the
prenuptial agreement.
Prenuptial agreement.
Right.
As far as what?
Would you sign it? Would you agree to sign it?
What am I signing?
The prenup.
Of what?
From your fiance. Because she says, hey, I have this, multi-million-dollar business that I own, and I want you to sign this prenup,
right?
So that when we split, this business stays my business and not, split.
I would say yes. I will sign your prenup as long as you sign mine.
Oh, okay.
And even though she may not have, or she may have more than I have, which is fine. My future aspirations are going to clearly dominate. And
clearly dominate. What do you mean by that?
Wait, why would you assume that your future aspirations are going to dominate hers?
I'm sorry.
She had.
Hold on. First and foremost, when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. But I'm going to let that go. No, see, what's going to happen
you just made an ass of yourself, I guess. Now, why would you assume her aspirations are not going to be as big as yours?
Is that like a South American dish? Well, no, I'm not saying that it's not going to be. It very well could be. No, I'm sorry. It could be. It could very well be that her business would be successful.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not just there as a boy toy. My aspirations is to clearly be the breadwinner. And that is what I'm going to do.
So you're saying no matter how big her aspirations are,
right,
you're still going to exceed.
Great aspirations. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
She has great aspirations, right? So she can have all the great aspirations.
Fantastic assets. Go ahead.
But you are saying that your endeavors are always going to outperform hers? Or
I'm not going to say that it is or it won't.
exceed her.
Right. I'm not going to say that it is or it won't, but it will. But what I'm trying to say is that I would have her to sign a prenup as well. I think that's only right.
Fair.
Don't you think so, JC?
JC?
I don't think there's a problem with you asking her to sign a prenup. I think there's a problem in your mindset regarding that you're going to somehow surpass whatever she makes. Now, what if that doesn't come to pass? What if you don't surpass her value or whatever she's bringing to the table?
No, please go ahead.
So wait, you're having
I'm
a
asking
problem.
you.
You're having a problem
What
with
would
who?
happen?
But I'm just trying to confuse her. You're having a problem with whose mindset? His or mine?
Is
Okay, so my mindset.
he assumes that no matter what, he will become the breadwinner. He will own more. Whatever he's working on, his business is worth more than whatever she has one day.
No, what I'm saying
she's not gonna be worth nothing, but he's saying someday
she's worth everything in the world. You understand that? She's worth everything in the world to me. That's why I have no problem signing the prenup. Now, as I said before, my future aspirations, my future endeavors are going to show that I will become the breadwinner. I will become the person that comes home and ensures that my queen is readily taken care of. I am going to be the one to make sure that my endeavors pay off so that even if she is doing her business, she won't have to work as hard because I will be bringing home the proverbial
Bacon.
Oh, is that what y'all call it, pork stuff? Okay, bacon, right. You understand? So it bequeaths me for her not to want to sign.
I'm sorry. One more again.
Huh?
I'm sorry. One more again. It what?
It bequeaths me.
Oh, okay.
Not her queefing, but it bequeaths me that she would not also sign my prenup agreement.
Right.
I mean, I may be coming in with like 2 hot nickels, but I'm gonna flip that into a couple $100 million. But my thing is, why wouldn't she sign mine if I have to sign hers?
I thought with a prenup, you already have to have the assets in order to have a prenup. Mm-mm. So a prenup, you can
have assets already.
Right, I know.
Plan for future instances.
So you can also plan for future assets, saying if I gain anything.
Put in there, whatever we have from now until whenever our marriage ends, if it ends. Whatever goes on between then will be split, or however you want to do it. So you can make it for the future, basically. So it doesn't have to be just about what you currently have.
Okay, I'm confused.
Oh, see, I never knew that. So let me get this right. So what you're telling me, from my understanding from both of you, is that if I have a prenup,
right,
and I could have it cover not only what I already have,
right,
but what I plan to gain in the future.
Right.
Okay, so I would have that in my prenup.
Right.
And then, like I said, that's if I have something. Now, if we both have nothing, again, I feel that we should split it 50-50 because we built it together. We should split it together while we were together. Mm-hmm. However, if she has something and she has something before and she plans on having something more afterwards, I'm telling you now, I ain't signing shit. You don't have a problem with that type of thinking, correct, JC? I'm sorry.
Not that way. So no, it's not gonna be a problem for me.
Wait, say that again. Come against what?
I said I wouldn't marry or get involved with somebody who thinks that way, so it wouldn't be a problem for me.
So you're saying that he would have to sign your prenup, but you are not privy to sign his?
Signed his prenup, but he says that if she has something already, he's not signing the prenup.
Correct.
No. What you said was,
she's absolutely right. That's exactly what I said.
Is that what you said?
That's exactly what I said.
Okay, again, I'm going to flip the table and hold the napkin. Okay.
And so what's wrong with that thinking, though? I don't understand. Because remember,
why is your value so important that you can't share it, but her value has to be shared with you?
Yeah.
Because you got to understand.
You ain't putting nothing into it.
Yeah.
Because you got to understand, with her having stuff before me, we got married for love.
No.
I'm sorry.
About greediness.
Say that again.
That's being greedy.
That's being greedy.
That's wanting something that doesn't belong to you.
No,
you didn't
I'm not.
put no effort into building whatever she got.
No, it's not being greedy. It's called for love. I mean, she says, you know what? I love this man to share everything
love,
with him.
Why can't you give up half of what you built on your own?
Whoa.
Because that's a business.
Whoa.
Because that's business.
Oh, it's business then. It's only business when the man does
business.
it.
Yeah.
The female does it. It ain't business.
Not, right, that's what I'm saying.
Or you done lost your mind.
Wait, what you mean I done lost my mind? You got to understand, when a man has things or whatever, that's a business. It becomes a brand, you know? It becomes its own entity.
I would love to say that no matter what business venture that I happen to go into, that my significant other will be there by my side. Now, having said that, in this day and age, okay, whenever a business or venture happens to happen between partners, marriage partners, there is always a greater degree of difficulty, and it normally ends up with the business suffering. So then, when that happens, it's normally the individual who started the business who's going to suffer more.
And the shareholders of that business.
And the shareholders of that business.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? See, it's more people involved in a business with, you know, the man, because he has shareholders, he has investors, he has things like that.
Secretaries.
You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, secretaries, you know, that take oral dictation. You know, you have, what? So you have all these different elements, which is why it's a business. But when it comes to a woman, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand that it's a business venture.
Yes.
And, you know, therefore, at the end of the day, she knows I'm going to support her. So it's all, you know, we get married
wholeheartedly.
for love, wholeheartedly for
Wholeheartedly.
love. So there should be no prenup.
Absolutely.
Your thoughts? Because I'm hearing a lot of sound effects, but I'm not understanding what's your thinking process.
I don't understand how yours is a business because you're a man, but the woman's is not an actual
Whoa, that sounds a little feminist there.
That's very feminist and sexist. I don't appreciate all these accusations.
I'm not making any accusations. I'm saying exactly what you just said in simpler terms.
I'm not. No, you can't simplify what I'm saying because the whole complexity of the situation is exactly what it is. It's a complicated situation.
No complexity.
No,
you think your business is worth more because you a man.
No, I didn't say that it was worth more.
Feminine.
I never said it was worth more. I said that when it comes to a man's thing, it is a business. But when it comes to her, it's for love. It's complete two different, you know, sides of the playing field. Apparently, you disagree with that, though.
Clearly.
So what you're saying in a very simplified term, if I may say so, is that no matter the situation, the prenup should be signed by each individual.
Then yes, it should be in agreement with both individuals.
And that agreement should be that whatever they come in with, they should come out with.
Whatever I came in with is mine. Whatever we build together while I'm in this relationship is ours.
And that's you to split 50-50. And what about future endeavors on either party?
If we was in a marriage, it's split 50-50.
Up until what time?
Because that's when the prenup kicks in.
When you get divorced.
So when the prenup kicks out, then everything is good and gravy.
Is that what you're saying?
But if I come in with something, do I have to share it with you?
Yeah.
Yes. Because it's for love.
That's your job.
If I come in with something, and my business is already worth $1 million.
Right.
I can't leave with that $1 million. I got to give you half of that.
Yes, because we married for love.
But according to y'all, if you come in with $1 million, you get to leave with that $1 million.
That's because it's not my $1 million. There's other people vested in that $1 million.
Correct.
It's a business.
And how is invested with other people?
I'm sorry, say that part again?
And how do you know that my $1 million is invested with other people?
It is. It's invested with me. Because we love each other.
Oh, boy.
I don't understand what the confusion is. It makes perfect sense to me.
There is no confusion. There's a lot of something else, but there's no confusion.
Wait, there's a lot of something what? Complicated situation. That's exactly what I'm saying. It's a complicated situation.
Right.
Yep. Real complicated.
And that's why you can't simplify it.
Okay.
I'm confused by it. I don't know if she's being serious. I don't
figure
see
out
the problem.
like
Because I'm trying to fully understand exactly what you're trying to say here and not understanding my point of view.
So Jess, what you're trying to say is that at the end of the day, he's not worth getting anything from you, even though he put in all his love towards you.
I said that. I said I'm perfectly fine with sharing what I got. He said he's not fine with sharing what he's got.
No, he didn't say that.
Whoa.
That's very feminine.
No such things came out of my mouth.
No. He didn't say he wasn't. He didn't say he
As
wasn't.
long as
If
we're
you
married.
come in with something, you don't have to share it.
No, listen. You got to understand something.
You want me to sign a prenup so that you can keep what you came in with.
Let me explain why.
I come in with something, you don't have to sign the prenup so that you can get what I got.
Let me explain why. Okay, in a relationship, and a man has more, and him and the lady get married or whatever. Let's be honest. A man has a tendency to give. They're providers. They're givers. So I'm gonna give you. Technically, you can think of it as your portion of the prenup while we're married.
Oh my God! Wait.
So therefore, you should get. Therefore, at the end of the day, once we get divorced, you've already got your portion while we were married.
Bro, she's blowing up them hammers. You better run. No, I think that, and let's.
So am I wrong here? Like, I don't understand. She doesn't have to work. I buy her car. I buy her clothes. I buy her jewelry. I buy her all of this.
Okay, but what if she chooses not to live that life? What if she still wants to work? What if she can buy her own shit? But y'all living in a happy marriage, y'all good, you go into the marriage together, but she's not a stay-at-home wife. She don't want to be a stay-at-home wife. She don't want you to take care of her. Y'all gonna both provide for this household, provide for these kids, provide for everything.
And that's
y'all gonna both contribute.
And that's a great example, because if she's working, then I'm entitled to whatever half of whatever she made while we were married, because I didn't sign the prenup.
And that would make her entitled to half of whatever you made.
No, because she signed the prenup. I don't understand what the confusion is.
Oh, Lord.
It makes perfect sense.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand what the confusion is.
I'm so done with y'all. I swear to God.
I don't understand.
No, okay. Does it not make sense?
Absolutely
You had George Burns, who was married to like a 20-something-year-old model, right? He was like all of maybe 90 plus.
Use Hugh Hefner, because a lot of people know Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner, okay, from Playboy magazine, right? He was married to like some of the youngest little twerps ever, right? He was old as dirt, okay, Methuselah, okay? I think he helped got himself lately to plan out for where everything's supposed to be. You know, Canada's over there, Africa's over there,
right?
South America, they're not really worth anything. We'll put them over there. All those good stuff. So what happened is that Hugh Hefner, did he die?
Yeah, he's dead.
Rest in peace, and all the head grease. He was married to some of the youngest women out there. Do you think he married him for love or for his money?
When it came to Hugh Hefner, do you think they married him for love or money?
For his money.
Exactly. Which is why he had a prenup in place.
Sir,
huh?
You are not 90 years old, and the chances of you marrying somebody who's 20 when you're 90 is slim to none.
Wow, so now you
cannot compare that to your situation.
Wow, so you just gonna shit on my dreams, huh? That's what we doing now.
Yes, I am.
That's what we doing. We just gonna resort to just shitting on people's dreams, huh? Wow.
Yes.
Well, let me say this, okay? And in a better world, finding your mate, finding your queen, finding your king, finding, whoever, and you get married, and, the whole blah, blah, blah happens. You end up happy. He's making a lot of money. She's making a lot of money as well.
Right.
And then,
I'm just saying, I'm 38 now. My queen may have not been born as of yet.
Okay. Ew.
Wow.
Y'all just don't shit on my dreams. Anyway, please finish your saying.
Wow.
Please finish your saying.
Like 38 and 38 is like retirement. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, and I'm hoping I can get this out before, the door gets kicked in. We hope that every relationship stays solid, foundation-wise, or rock, but it never does. And the one thing that always breaks it up is the fact that
no prenup was signed.
Now, I don't have a problem not signing a prenup. I don't have a problem if my significant other does not sign a prenup, okay? But the way the laws work in this day and age,
she has to get a prenup.
She has to get a prenup.
I mean, you have to give her a prenup, in other words.
She has to get a prenup. Because when all is said and done and they go before the courts, they're automatically going to see that, okay, your company was started way before you all even decided to
get together,
do the horizontal hokey pokey.
Right.
And the law is going to say
that is mandatory.
That, okay, you should at least give her alimony, which we all know it to be spelled properly is all the money. But
wow.
What happens is that the laws now, they dictate that, okay, you came in knowing that he had this, knowing that he had that, so you're not going to get that.
All of that.
No, you're not.
Right. Now, if the tables are turned, the courts will say, ma'am, why is it that you even trying to present him with the prenup when y'all supposed to be for marriage?
Because he took her out of the swallows and he turned her into something.
Right. And if she
have to be in the swallows when you found her.
I mean, if you think about Russell Simmons and Kimora Lee Simmons, he built her up and look what happened.
Yeah.
That's a prime example.
Yeah.
He should have got a prenup.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And you think in the history of this entire world, there has never been a woman who made more than her man, who brought her man up from nothing, who found him in the swallows and raised him up. You think that has never happened?
Her name is Oprah.
You don't think there's women out here paying alimony?
Her name is Oprah, and guess what? I would not sign a goddamn thing. She put. I wish Oprah would try me. The fuck? Hey, you need to come sign this prenup. Oprah, I thought you loved me. The hell?
I'm changing my name to Stedman.
You feel me? I'll be Mr. Winfrey.
What?
Oh boy.
I don't understand what the confusion is.
Yeah.
We married Oprah. If Oprah was to say, DJ, I love you and I want to get married, I would tell her, fine, let's get married.
Yes.
Please do not put no prenup bullshit in my face, because if you truly love me, you would not ask me to sign a prenup, because you know that I love you and I want this marriage to work.
Right. And see, at the end of the day, I and my mate, we're not going to sign a prenup anyway, because we're engaging in a loving, standard relationship.
Marriage. Not even relationship.
Marriage. Before God.
Because that's what marriage is a commitment of a union between you, that person, and God. Nobody else. Amen?
You feel real strongly about that.
Which part?
Only if.
Only if what?
He's making more money. Because if you making more money, suddenly it's not a union of love and God and all that.
No.
Suddenly it's, this is mine.
Why do you keep dwelling on this money?
Like, it's not about the money.
Why do you keep dwelling on this money?
You just said it's about the money. You
just said it's about the money.
So you're saying when you married, you're married for money?
Something.
Huh?
I don't need to sign a prenup.
You don't need to sign a prenup.
So you're saying you're married for money? Do you marry?
I'm not marrying nobody. I'm not gonna marry nobody for money.
You're marrying for love.
Obviously.
That
So
took a
then why
while.
would you have your husband sign a prenup?
That took a very long time for you to answer.
Why would you have your wife sign a prenup?
I never said I was going to.
Because it's a business.
So it's only a business for the man. It's not a business for the
Look,
woman. It's
we
what
not
I'm trying to understand.
At the end of the day, we appreciate your opinion and chiming in. It's just I don't know. We just failed to
I
see
appreciate you coming
his
in.
opinions.
I know
JC
you got a
do
busy
appreciate it.
schedule and everything, and
Big Bash.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting perspectives and opinions in this particular podcast.
It has been. Obviously, some individuals of the other chromosomes feel that they should be
Entitled to everything. Yeah.
It's crazy. Whereas the dominant chromosome believes that love will triumph over all.
Oh,
Now,
supposedly.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that in the end.
Who knows? I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
But definitely want you guys to take a listen. Give your opinions. Don't forget to like, share, hit that notification bell.
Absolutely.
Feel free to leave some comments in the section below.
Oh, please do.
And let us know how you feel about it. What do you feel about the prenup?
Do
should
you
it be
feel-
for love or should it
Yeah.
be for money?
You feel JC is wrong? I mean, what are your views about JC?
Yeah.
And definitely. Any right comments you have about us, go ahead and leave them. And whatever you think JC said wrong, go ahead and post them, please.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, y'all want to thank y'all again for tuning in to another Mixed Breed 954 podcast. We love each and every one of you.
Definitely.
And give it the final shout out, DJ Michida and your boy
Big Bash.
All right, we'll holla at y'all and love y'all. See you on the next one.